welcome back to the Coffee and Cream Podcast. Today we welcome our second guest, Megan Saylor, a cross-country runner and class president at Springboro High School.
Woo!
Yay!
Hi Megan, how are you?
I am doing well.
That is good. So Megan is in the same grade we are. We all go to school together and we've known each other for a really long time. And actually, a fun fact, Megan was the first person I met in Springboro when I first moved here, on the bus, because you used to live down the street, right?
Yeah, I live just right around the corner from you, so we met. Well, I think you sat in the seat next to me or something like that. Yeah.
And I didn't talk to anyone for like the first 2 weeks, even though Justin was in my class. Actually,
You sat at our table but didn't say anything. You just kept kicking us.
Well, I'll be honest. When I first moved here, I hated Springboro. I really wanted to go back to Miamisburg. And, well, I'm glad I'm here now.
I could tell you hated us.
Yeah, I
You
definitely
didn't
did.
say anything for a week. All you would ever do was kick us in the legs. And we were all just like, what is he doing?
And I think on the bus, I also didn't really say much, but I think you sat next to a girl that, I don't remember her name anymore, but I think she used to take pictures of, like, people, and she was really talkative, and I think that's how we started talking. But then you literally moved that year, didn't you?
Yeah, we only lived in that house for 1 year, and then I moved to where I live now, so.
So yeah, I just knew of you after that. But yeah, Megan was the first person I met in Springboro. Justin, how'd you meet her?
We met I DM'd her on Instagram in like 6th grade, and we talked about running since we both ran before, cross country was a sport. But then in 7th grade, we really got to know each other in cross country and stuff.
And you told me, what did you DM about, that you were faster than her? Who was faster at the time?
Me.
So Justin thinks he was faster. I definitely think I'm the faster one, or was the faster one.
Definitely
Yeah.
was.
Now he
I'm
runs
faster than you.
Yeah, I've kind of dropped off.
It happens.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think after puberty, we all definitely.
You guys got big and strong.
Yeah. Justin right now is flexing his non-existent guns, and yeah. So, Megan just told me today, right when we started, that Alex Trebek has passed away on this sad Sunday evening.
For those who don't know, Alex Trebek was the host of Jeopardy for
fantastic show.
a long time.
I think forever,
Was he
wasn't
the only ever host of Jeopardy?
I think he was the only host, yeah.
God, I love that show so much. I used to watch that show with my grandparents and my uncle, and we used to watch that a lot.
Well, now I wonder, will they stop the show or find a new host?
They've got to find a new host. Jeopardy's too big. Well, is it big? Maybe not.
It's like one of those shows that's like on every night that even if you don't pay attention to it, it's just like on in the background.
It's a nice background show, just like this podcast. It's a nice background noise. But yeah, Alex Trebek has passed away.
In honor of Alex Trebek, we are going to do some Jeopardy-style questions.
And we'll see how we do, because honestly, Jeopardy is pretty hard, and every time I watch it, I don't think I've gotten a single one.
Yeah, I feel like old people are the best at this game.
They're experienced, they're wise.
They know lots of random facts.
Yeah, I think through Jeopardy I've learned a lot. This category is historical facts, and here is the clue. He asked for 20,000 pounds to betray his country in 1780 and said that was a bargain price. Well, I am bad with history.
Pass.
Is that even a thing in Jeopardy? No. You don't pass.
My best guess would have been like Aaron Burr or something, but...
In the form of a question, please.
What is Aaron Burr?
Who is?
Who is?
It's Benedict Arnold. Who is that?
Oh, he's the guy that betrayed
George Washington.
That betrayed the whatever.
It was the Green Mountain Boys or something.
Oh, yeah. So he asked for 20,000 pounds to betray the U.S., his country.
Yeah.
That actually makes sense. Nice. Good job, Megan.
Thank you.
You're just an intellectual, unlike us. This category is He's Out. The clue is, the fascist Grand Council booted this leader on July 24th 1943, but in a George Costanza-like move, he went to work the next day, didn't fly. I don't know what that is, but the only fascist leader I know is Mussolini and Hitler.
Was Hitler a fascist, though?
Yes.
Wasn't Nazism?
Okay.
So, who is Benito Mussolini?
That is my guess as well. And we're right.
Woo!
We're just geniuses like that. So this category is Billboard Top 40, and Justin and I we're informed about music. Do you listen to music a lot?
I think I listen to music a lot, but I don't know if it's really current or...
I don't listen to... Neither of us listen to current.
Oh, that's true. I listen to current music. I listen to a lot of newer stuff, I guess.
I listen to newer stuff sometimes. It's just kind of like a mood, but then a lot of times I'm listening to like 70s or 80s music.
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm. But this category, I'm pretty sure it's current. It's Billboard Top 40. Hey Ya by this duo spent about 30 weeks in the top 40 in 2003 and 2004. Who
is the Outcast?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, no, I know so. The next one is... This clue is Rockstar by him featuring Roddy Ricch topped the Billboard charts in July 2020.
Who is Post Malone?
Dang, you're just too good.
You're just too fast.
ABBA, how do you pronounce it?
I think it's ABBA.
ABBA, alright. Had 14 songs on the Billboard chart, but only this disco-themed one made it to number 1. What is...
Mamma Mia? Is that a song?
Is that disco-themed? What other songs do they have? They have...
Oh, Dancing Queen? What
is Dancing Queen? And that is correct. Of course, that's their biggest song.
Yeah.
And the last clue, Weird Al Yankovic. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yankovic.
Yankovic made a foray into the top 40 with this Michael Jackson parody. Oh, it was a Beat It parody. It was
I don't know any songs.
It's about food.
What is
that? It's
I'm Bad, but I think isn't it Fat or something like that?
Yeah.
What is Fat?
What is I'm Fat?
What is I'm Fat? The answer is what is Eat It. Oh, so
yeah,
it was a
like
Beat
just
It.
Eat It.
I see. All right, well that is our segment of Jeopardy styled questions because of Alex Trebek. We'll all remember him.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Alex Trebek. He died from cancer, I think, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
died from cancer at the age of 80. Which, I mean, 80 is a good age to die, but I love Jeopardy, so...
Yeah, he actually fought it for a long time, I think.
Did he? Did he have it for many years?
Yeah.
Makes sense. We have just like the first episode, a thought-provoking question that we'd like to ask, I guess, each other. And that is, can dreams be interpreted? What are your thoughts?
I don't think they can be interpreted.
So I'm actually the position where I completely disagree with that. Speaking from experience, I have dreams all the time that tend to be really vivid. And I feel like they just connect to like something subconsciously in my mind that I'm like thinking about. Or if I'm like stressful, then maybe the dream is like stressful. Or I've had dreams where I like fail tests. And it's not like I'm failing a test in real life, but it's like I've been stressed about it or like worried that that's something that could happen.
Oh, well, I agree with that. I thought you guys were talking about like you dream something and then the next day that thing happens.
Oh, no. Interpreted means like a person will listen to your dream and they'll be like, I think this is what's going on. I think that's what it is. Isn't that what interpretation is?
Yeah, I would say that. And then, but also at the same point, like, I feel like I've had deja vu where I've like had a dream and then I swear like it's already happened or something.
I think I've had dreams where it's past events, but they're like a little bit modified.
Yeah.
And it's strange. But I think they can be interpreted. I think it's all like a subconscious kind of thing.
Well, I feel like there's definitely like studies about it where things in your life, it's more like emotional things, I think. Where if you're like stressed or like mad about something, then maybe you have a dream about it. I mean, I don't think if you like see some like symbol, then...
Like, for example, I think they say if you dream of like falling, it means you're gonna, I don't know, probably like die or something radical like that. Like there's like, I don't think there's like symbolism. I don't think it's the same in everyone's dream. think it's all different. It depends on who you are as a person, really.
Falling in a dream is like the weirdest thing.
It's horrible.
Because then you like wake up.
And it
And you, like,
feels
shake.
like you...
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely... In class, I don't fall asleep in class often, but if I do, like, doze off, usually the way I wake up is falling.
Like, does your head actually, like...
Yeah,
fall?
I like jump. I think... I don't know if it's because you're actually on the verge of falling and your body is like, you're gonna fall. Because I feel like that's usually the case. I'm, like, sliding off a desk or something.
Well, I've read about this thing, like, when you're falling asleep, if you, like, jerk and stuff, it's like your brain is having a hard time shutting off. So if you, like, have more thoughts, then your brain just, like, can't stop sending signals to the rest of your body. So then you, like, twitch. Yeah, so I've had some crazy dreams, though, where, like, they're so lifelike that I actually think it's happening. Like, one time I had a dream where there was, like, an earthquake, and I was falling, and then I woke up, and I was, like, hanging off my bed, holding onto the sheet, just, like, thinking I was gonna die.
You thought there was an earthquake? I've had dreams where it's like a past, or I think it was a memory, because it's similar to like real life. I actually think it happened. And there are many cases where I think honestly some of the stories I might tell could just be dreams.
Yeah, I've sleptwalked too.
Oh, I
One
used
time.
to sleepwalk a lot.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Really?
No.
One time in my, when I was like 6, I think I was waiting for my parents to like put me to bed because they were busy doing something. So they put me to bed, and then I slept walk back to the couch, and then they woke me up and they're like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "I'm waiting for you guys to put me back to bed." I remember that, but I don't remember ever sleepwalking. I move and wake up at different places. I used to, not anymore. I don't have that problem.
Well, I feel like there's, like, this in-between stage where you're, like, half awake and half asleep, and then you don't know what's going on. Like, I can't tell if I'm asleep or not. So then I've done this before where I've, like, heard noises in the house, and I've, like, sent texts to people, like my mom, being like, "Can you guys be quiet?" And I have no idea I did that.
I feel like I am running in a lot of my dreams. And just like a track race or something.
Really?
And like running is like the weirdest thing, because like you feel like you aren't moving.
Oh,
Like your
yeah,
legs move
moving
so
in-
slow.
Yeah, moving
You're
in
running.
dreams is really strange. Or at least from what I remember, because I don't usually remember most of my dreams. But like moving or trying to move around, it's strange. It's strange when you think back on it. Have you guys ever, like, I think it's called lucid dreaming, where you like know you're in a dream?
Where you have to like prepare and like do stuff to do it.
I feel like I've had that where it's like whenever I take a nap and I'm, like, half asleep, half awake, I think, like, the weirdest thoughts, but I can't, like, control when it's like I'm having these really weird thoughts, and I'm subconsciously thinking, like, why am I thinking this? But I can kind of control what happens. And it's, like, crazy. It's like unicorns or, like, walking around. Like,
I don't
why?
think that's what I would have thought of, but
I think a real lucid dream you have like complete control of, like exactly what happens.
Is that even dreaming then, though?
realistic dreaming, isn't that just kind of like daydreaming at that point?
Yeah.
It's daydreaming, but it's more realistic. It's like you're actually asleep. You're in that position. It's not just you thinking about stuff.
Oh, I see. Most of the dreams that I remember usually involve like death. Have you ever had a dream where like you get shot or something? Like I've had multiple dreams where I get shot and then I wake up like
I've woken up and like my chest actually hurts.
yeah.
Like,
and I just like have like bad anxiety after that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had a nightmare.
A night? Really?
Nope.
Mine are mostly that.
The first time I drank caffeine and it was late at night, I had a nightmare that night. But that was when I was younger. I mean, now I don't have that issue, but I was like, I don't know. I was young and I think I drank like a Coke and then tried to go to bed and I couldn't. So it's that weird phase where like you're tired as heck, but you can't sleep. And I had nightmares there. I don't remember what it was
you
about.
get like anxiety and you're like, I'm
Yeah.
never gonna fall asleep.
Yeah,
and it's like
yeah.
11 o'clock at night.
When you're younger, 11 o'clock midnight is like, holy crap, I'm up way too late. I'm gonna be exhausted
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Wait, does anyone else have pets though?
I do not. I wish I had a dog.
So, kind of an interesting thing that happened to me this week was my dog Teddy likes to eat random objects, and he ate a sock, which in the past he's eaten like multiple socks, and then it's just a waiting game to see when it comes back.
Wait, what do you, like, does he like puke them out
Yeah.
or the other way? Oh, okay.
Luckily, I don't know, I feel like that's better. But
Yeah, I think it would be better than it coming out the other way.
he's just kind of messed up. We don't know why he does that.
Do you have a small dog?
Yeah, he's like 15 pounds.
Oh, so he's this really small thing.
So we're not even really sure how he swallows the socks, but it's just like one moment, it's there and then it's gone.
He just eats socks.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I wish I had a small dog that could eat my socks. I think that would be useful.
I've never had a pet.
Really?
Have you ever had one?
So my stepdad, he had 2 dogs when I first moved in with him, 2 beagles actually. And but we had to give them away once my brother was born because it was too much work. But so yeah, I had 2 dogs. Oh, I've had fish too. I've had an aquarium. I had like 3 goldfish and this one blackfish that swam around and sucked the sides of the tank. I'm not sure what it's called.
Sucker fishes?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. They used to like clean off the tank, kind of like
Yeah.
a snail. Oh, we also had snails. So I guess I had fish, and then I also had gerbils. I had 2 gerbils at one point. Oh, actually, a funny story with the gerbils. So I was like 10, I think, when I had gerbils, and I used to like play with them and pick them up and stuff. But one time, me and my friend, we like grabbed them by their tails. This sounds really bad. But we grabbed them by the tails and kind of just like wiggled them there. No, we were not trying to intentionally.
Animal cruelty.
We did not try to hurt them. We didn't think it hurt them at all because they didn't make noise. But we one time we dangled one of them and its tail ripped off.
Oh my gosh.
And we started panicking because I had a tail, one end of a tail of my gerbil, and the gerbil just ran around and stuff. So yeah, so I had 2 gerbils and one of them had no tail.
You sound like Lenny from Of Mice and Men.
Oh.
Where he like just kills the mice.
Does that mean I'm gonna get killed?
I guess.
All I want is just gerbils on a grassy farmland.
You gonna spoil the book for everybody?
Oh, my bad.
Sorry, freshman.
Yeah, the freshmen have to read Of Mice and Men. Lenny dies in the end. It is what it is.
Spoiler alert.
If you don't know, I mean, you live under a rock.
Yeah, speaking of having rodents, I had 2 guinea pigs. Names were Barney and Hooper. And then we ended up giving them away just because, I don't know.
Too much work.
Just
You
got
didn't
kinda-
like them anymore.
Yeah, I guess that was pretty much it. It was like kind of funny because like one of them was like the dominant one over the other. So Hooper was like the runt, and we liked them for a while. Just kind of.
Got bored of them?
Yeah, so we got the
you're
dog.
like, you know what? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a dog. One time, I found out a couple months ago that you can't have dogs apparently in your dorm. I didn't know that. I thought you could like.
Well, you can have a therapy dog.
Oh.
So.
I just got to get like really depressed or have some sort
Yeah.
of problem, and then I'll get a therapy
You can go
dog.
blind.
Oh yeah, duh. I should just
Get like
go
2 eye
blind.
patches.
Yeah, doctor, I am blind. You do have a bandana on. No, but it's not the same.
I mean, can you fake blindness though? Technically, can't you just like pretend you can't see?
Yeah, you could.
Is there no scientific way to prove that
Well,
you're blind?
it has to be like. But if they like clap in front of your eyes and you blink,
Well,
you're not blind.
What if you control it? You train yourself so well that
you could definitely train yourself to not blink if someone claps in front of your face.
Oh, I clapped
You
in front of
blinked.
Justin and
Well,
he
I
blinked.
guess I'm not trained.
You're not blind.
Not blind. Nope.
You did drive here, so I'm hoping you weren't blind.
I mean, deafness would be way easier to fake.
Would it?
Yeah.
Can you? I think you can still test that, right? Like looking at the health of your eardrums, because deaf people they have.
Oh, good point.
Or you could like watch brain activity when noises are being played.
Ah. I don't know how you do that.
Maybe if you could fake it by they like start playing noises, but you're so zoned out, you just have no brain activity.
He seems to be showing less than normal compared to an actual deaf person.
He might be dead. He might be brain
He
dead.
actually, he might be not processing anything actually. A fake blindness. So yeah, that's what I'll do in college, I guess.
Yeah.
Fake blindness.
Yeah, because
We'll start working on it.
All right, nice. doing different. I guess it's reflex tests at that point, right?
Yeah.
So I just have to have no reflexes.
And I don't think. Do blind people blink?
No.
Do they
not-
open their eyes?
Their eyes are usually
Yeah,
open.
they're usually open.
Wait, why? They don't need to see.
'Cause eyes are naturally open.
Open.
Like, it's
Well,
not natural for them to be closed.
I'm closing them right now, and it feels pretty natural. Maybe I'll just do the rest of the podcast with my eyes closed, and then.
I mean, blind people mostly like wear sunglasses. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, like Stevie
their eyes
Wonder.
don't-
Like
move.
yeah, Stevie Wonder. Like they don't. Like yeah, their eyes don't move. 'Cause then that'd be.
That'd be creepy.
You ever notice-
He looks straight at you. A blind person that stares at you. That would be scary.
Yeah. You ever notice, though, like, if you close your eyes, like, every other sense is just, like, amplified?
No.
Yeah.
People tell me that all the time, and I.
That's definitely a thing.
Like, plug your nose when you're eating and you can't taste the food.
But I think that's just. It has to do with. Isn't that just the way it works? The way you taste is also your smell.
Mm-hmm.
They work together.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But like if I block my ears, I'm not going to be able to see further. Unless.
But I feel like you can definitely hear more if you close your eyes, because then you're more instead of like seeing and
Oh, yeah,
trying to
you're more
like
focused
look
on
at sounds almost. You're just only trying to hear them.
Well, it's like if you meditate, you usually close your eyes. Because you, like, focus in.
When you meditate, do you go brain dead? Is that kind of what it is?
I don't.
I think it's being aware of just, like, inside.
I see.
Well, when you go brain dead, you're
Brain dead.
dead, so you're not
Yeah.
coming back.
If you're
Or-
brain dead, you're basically dead
Oh,
all around.
are people in comas brain dead?
No.
Oh,
Well, if you're brain dead, then you are just dead, I think.
Yeah, if you're brain dead, you're basically dead. So people in comas,
They
I
can
don't know.
become brain dead.
what can you like think in a coma,
I think
or are you just like asleep?
you can, so it depends on your like level of coma. Like there's like
there's levels of coma.
I think basically it's like say if you, or you can be in a coma where you're like just asleep, and then there's like a coma where you're like about to die, and then obviously you're not thinking.
Yeah. What determines the length of comas?
Well, it depends on like I think they can like medically induce a coma.
For a
Or-
short time.
Yeah. Or
Is that kind of like
Is a coma just like falling asleep, but like really long?
it's I don't think you can control it though.
See, Megan is probably the smartest one in this room, which is why Justin and I are asking her questions because I don't know anything
Well-
about comas.
is like when you like I got my wisdom teeth out and you know they do the anesthesiology stuff,
Yeah.
and is that like basically a coma?
I feel like that sort of is because if you think about it, when they medically like induce someone into a coma, that's basically what's happening.
I mean, mine didn't work very well because I like woke up in the middle of it. So
Oh no!
yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't like wake up. I didn't feel pain, but I was aware and I could hear every word that like the people were saying, but
See,
I
I
couldn't
have-
see
You
anything.
could. Oh, really?
Like my eyes.
You were blind.
I was blind.
I think we found the way to fake blindness.
But I remember what they like were talking about.
Wait,
I could hear
really?
it. Yeah.
Oh,
They're like,
that is.
Oh, this surgery's going real bad.
Could you move?
I don't remember. I couldn't remember like having any control over my body except being able to hear.
Oh my goodness, that would be scary.
And then, but I never told him because, like,
Because you told
I
me.
should've
couldn't
sued
talk. I
them
couldn't
and
talk.
gotten
Oh,
I
you
couldn't
can't
say
be like,
anything.
I'm awake right now. You're just kind of there.
I just remember listening.
You're in paralysis. You were paralyzed.
I was paralyzed. Every part of my body was paralyzed except my eardrums.
Yeah, I think some people in a coma though like have thoughts. It's just
Oh, really? You think they're like kind of like dreaming the whole time?
probably
Oh, don't people believe like if you read them stories and stuff, they will like
they can hear it.
they can hear it. They can.
Yeah,
You think they like realize they're in a coma? Or is it like 1 second
I
they're in a
don't
coma,
think so.
then
Crap.
not
They
like
get
that.
into a car crash. They're in the hospital. They're like, oh crap, I'm in a
A
coma.
coma.
But it's like someone
I
in a
don't think
coma. They're like they get in the car crash and then the next thing they know they're awake.
Well, I don't think when you're in a coma you have like a concept of time passing.
Yeah.
So you just think you're like
Just
Sleep.
like dreaming.
Isn't dreaming like really fast?
It feels fast. I
Yeah.
always think dreams go by quick.
So fast. And then like you wake up. It
No,
stinks.
I think it's like the other way around. Like you dream, and like let's say in your head you think your dream is like 30 minutes, but in reality it was only like 10 seconds.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Do you think? Oh, yeah, isn't REM when you start dreaming? The what is it?
rapid eye movement.
Yeah. So, according to my watch, I REM for like 10 minutes sometimes, or just deep sleep. So I think in those 10 minutes, it feels like hours of dreaming. Then
I think so, yeah.
I feel like it's the other way around, where time moves super slow. Or maybe you just go into deep sleep, and that's why it feels so fast, because you're only actually dreaming for maybe 5 minutes, and then the rest is just
Sleeping.
yeah.
My watch always says I'm in deep sleep for like 10 minutes. So I'm like a little concerned. Like,
Yeah,
I don't wear my watch to bed.
it feels uncomfortable.
I always charge it. I should try it though.
just do it for like the data. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
During cross country season, I usually don't get into REM. It's just deep sleep constantly. But I haven't worn my watch, so I don't know. So all three of us, we've all ran. Well, you guys have ran.
Ran.
Ran, yeah.
You guys have ran longer than I have.
Mm-hmm.
You guys said before 7th grade, because
Yeah.
cross country seasons start in 7th grade,
Yeah.
junior high.
Yeah, I started running in, I think my first 5K was like 4th grade. I did a 5K, and I remember I thought it was like the worst thing ever. I was like hyperventilating going up.
Really?
Like I was like literally like half a mile out, and my mom was just like, "You're finishing this," and I hated it. But then I finished, and it was like a St. Patrick's Day one, so I won a shot glass. And I was in like 4th grade, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing."
Well, I was like, mine was about the same time. Because I remember in 5th grade we ran the mile, and like I wanted to win because I knew I was like a
Oh,
runner.
yeah.
So I knew, because like the first time I started running was this 5K for my dad's work. And I just remember like starting off and saying that I was going to like run. And then I ended
Like run the whole
like
time.
thinking I was just going to run for like a minute and then like come back and walk the rest of the thing.
Oh.
But I ended up running the whole thing.
Oh dang!
And I wasn't really tired at all, so I was like, maybe I should start doing this more.
I'm a runner now,
Oh.
naturally born. See, I was not.
Yeah, my first 5K was in like 30 minutes, but then within like 2 years I dropped like 7 minutes or something like that. Like,
Yeah, I didn't hit it too hard. I just remember running the whole thing and then finishing, and everyone was like really surprised that I ran the whole time.
Yeah, I definitely was not naturally born runner.
I mean, you've seen so much improvement though. Like, you went from running like your 2 mile in the time that you can run a 5K in now.
Yeah. It's well when I started running in 7th grade. I mean, all of our friends were gonna do cross country. So I decided I was gonna do cross country too. The thing is, I was overweight, and I really didn't do any sports before that. I just played basketball, but I was garbage at basketball. I mean, I'm really short for my age. Or every single year, I've always been short for my age. But it's the Latino in me. But running was never my thing, and in junior high, I definitely was really slow. But now I've tried to improve. Now
Top 20 next year.
I'm gonna be top 20 next year. Maybe I can beat you and be second instead of no you're third, right? Third on our team.
I go back. I go back and forth between second and third. Stupid freshman.
And then how was your season?
It was pretty good. Well, it wasn't bad. I guess I'd put it that way. It was like I started off pretty good, and then I got quarantined.
Oh
And
yeah.
had this kind of like injury kind of thing, and then I was supposed to be the alternate, and then I kind of at the last minute for regionals got to run, so that was kind of the highlight, I guess, of the season.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
How'd you do in regionals?
not bad. I mean, I did better than I expected myself to do, but I feel like I just kind of was just like, this is for fun.
Yeah, it's
Kinda
like
thing.
there's not too much pressure.
Yeah, like sometimes I think it's crazy how much like we put into this, like how much pressure we put on ourselves, because it's like funny to think about that it's like high school cross country.
Exactly, and it's not like none of us are gonna, or at least
I'm not planning on running college.
Yeah, exactly. If you're not running collegiate, you really don't. You don't have to try as hard.
No. I think I finally realized this year that, like, I'm not going to run in college and I don't have to,
Like, if you just don't feel like it, just don't.
Don't run.
I've always had that
I'm
mentality.
the other way. Before I was like, I'm not gonna run in college. So I tried, but I didn't try like that hard. And then this year, I said I wanted to run in college, so I tried a lot harder. Yeah.
You want to run in college? You want to get a...
If I have the option, yeah.
Oh, well, this is news.
Dang. This is news.
I've told you this before.
I feel like you were just talking about it, like, metaphorically or something.
Metaphorically, I would like to run in college.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I think you're just joking or something. I don't know.
No, I would run in college.
I want to play ultimate frisbee in college. Collegiate level ultimate frisbee.
I just feel like I'm too burnt out of running around college.
Yeah, same.
It's just like every off season I've been like, I do all the training and stuff, and then I improve, but like I'm not as good as I think I should be.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we'll see what happens, but I got a lot more into it this year than I have any other year.
I'm just excited for track. I like track in some ways better than...
I hate track.
I don't know, I'm just faster at it for some reason, so...
I think I'm a faster sprinter than I am a distance runner, but either way, I hate running in circles. And practices are just...
miserable.
Yeah. Especially if you're a sprinter. You just do your race multiple times. At least I think. I mean, none of us are sprinters.
We do sprints as distance runners.
That is true. Because of, the start and finish, basically, of a race.
So all season our goal had been to beat Centerville. And, we started off pretty far behind, and in every race we'd get closer until districts, which is the race right before regionals. We were only behind them by 4 points. So it was basically regionals or never. And we ended up beating them for the first time in the season by 3 points.
Congrats to you guys.
Yeah. But we are the top 5 teams in the region make it to state, and we got 9th.
Yeah.
But hopefully, since our top 7, our varsity team, had no seniors, next year we can make state for the first time in school history.
Yeah, we were 7th, but... Well, it was kind of a toss-up over if we could have gotten 5th with someone else who didn't get to run, so...
I see.
Last year we made it to state, but this year we didn't.
Wait, the girls' team made it to state last year?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boys' team hasn't made it to state in...
Ever.
Really? Ever?
Ever. So that's why next year, if we make it, we'll be the first team ever.
Dang.
That'd be pretty cool your senior year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have our top 7, we're into it, and it's like our entire team's goal to make it to state next year, so hopefully.
Pretty cool. You guys are going to take, 3 weeks off?
2 weeks.
2 weeks, of course. I mean, you're improving. It's not like you're plateauing.
No.
I think I'm plateauing. I think I'm burning out.
That's kind of, I've reached like a plateau where it's like when I race, I don't even feel like I can go any faster. It's like I'm trying to, but then I see the clock and I'm like, shoot.
Well, in the past, our whole team, especially our varsity, we aren't very strong, clearly, and because we don't.
Oh yeah.
We don't really take the strength stuff very seriously.
Like core and stuff.
You guys are noodles.
But
yeah, you guys
this
are.
year, or over the winter and into the next season, we are gonna take it more seriously.
Gonna get some Y passes.
Probably not, but
Yeah, I actually did the strength training that you guys are doing or going to do. I did that today.
Oh, did you?
How was it?
It was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. I mean, I haven't obviously worked out or ran for like a week, so I feel like I was feeling it. I was so sore after we played a basketball game with some of our friends, and I mean, I'm not good at basketball, and I haven't played since 5th grade, and I was so sore after it.
Really?
Yeah, just all that like turning and stuff.
Physical action.
Yeah, and then one of my friends thinks it's really funny that, so there's like, what's it called? Shielding or something?
Screening?
Oh yeah, that's what it is. I called it, I was like, I told my friend, I was like, we need to do some anti-defense. And she's like, that's called a screen.
Yeah, a screen, not a shield.
Anti-defense, oh yes, the basketball terminology.
Yeah, I don't think I'm like totally clueless about sports, but...
Just a small bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you an introvert or an extrovert?
I would say, I feel like when I'm around people, I talk a lot, so I'm kind of extroverted in that way. But then like sometimes when I'm around people, I just get kind of drained and I'm like, I need a break. So maybe that's kind of introverted.
An introverted extrovert.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'm more on the extroverted side.
Oh, I think you definitely are.
I like socializing.
I
I like those football games. And
I
stuff.
think I'm introverted until I know someone, then I'm extroverted.
I think that's what they're almost all introverts. They only open up until they know who they're talking to.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like you can either be like really quiet, or if you're like talking about something you enjoy, then you talk about it a lot.
I'd agree.
But if you just like walk up to someone, I don't think you talk that much.
Do you think you'd?
I feel like I talk more to complete strangers than I would to
Really?
acquaintances.
Really?
Yeah.
So you'd be the person to initialize a conversation with someone random?
Yeah, probably.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, I'd do the same. I like talking to new people all the time, meeting new people.
I feel like as I've gotten older, I've gotten a lot better at that. Cause like when I was younger, that'd make me like really nervous. But now, just as junior class president, I have to speak to my people.
I ran for vice president against one person and I lost, and I'm sad.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
It's
there's next year. I'll
we've
run
always,
again.
Yeah, been on student government together with Colton.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, the three of us, Colton, Megan, and I, we were in student government. I think in 6th grade, wasn't it?
yeah, because I remember losing in 5th grade, and I was like devastated because I was like. But yeah, we've been in student government. I mean, we don't really do much.
Oh,
Just
no.
a title.
It is just a title. It's something that goes on our college resume. and
Exactly. I mean, I have literally no role as junior class president. Like.
Well, you can help with fundraising and stuff, but
Yeah.
of course, we aren't raising money for much. It's not like
No.
we're trying to fund. It's really we're funding clubs, isn't it?
It's kind of like the only thing we do is J. Crew shirts, and then I'm supposed to help with prom, but we'll see if that even happens this year.
That's right.
So.
All right, thank you, Megan, for coming on. It was
Pleasure.
a pleasure. That is the word.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I feel honored to be the first female guest.
Yes, you are the first female guest. And remember, you can follow us on Instagram at CNC Pod. You can listen to our podcast anywhere. And tune in next week. We're actually going to start, now that cross country's over, we're going to start posting every Wednesday, or at least try.
Yeah, try and post every Wednesday. And you can also watch the podcast on YouTube.
Also, Coffee and Cream.
Yep.
Same name. Same logo.
So, that's it.
We might make YouTube videos at some point. Make cool, I don't know, reaction, I guess.
We could, yeah.
Oh, those would be funny.
I think
That
so.
would be funny. Like funny reaction videos is what you mean?
Yeah. Anything, Megan, would you like to plug anything? Any of your socials you want to plug, or you doing anything?
I think my Instagram is Saylor_Megan, so follow me there.
All right. Well, thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
See ya.
Ciao.